Hi there once again. I was going to say good evening, but then for some people it's not going to be good evening. Good morning, good afternoon. How about good day? That works for everything. I've decided to add a little levity to these readings, especially this month since, as I mentioned the other day, it can be pretty heavy. We're talking about the environment all month, apparently, so we need a little bit of a change. And one thing I interjected was, of course, Murphy the other day. I think we'll begin with the jokes. What do you call a nun who sleepwalks? A Roman Catholic. Yeah, I know it's a dad joke. There we go. Anyway, here's the reading for today, and then I've got some lighter comments at the end of it. Okay? So bear with me. Just bear with me. Audrey Hepburn. Pretty sure almost everybody watches this has heard of Audrey Hepburn. If not, look her up. Audreyhepburn. And she was claimed by, I think, Belgium, the Netherlands, England, and the US. So, but a very famous film star. Really thoughtful quote here. To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. There was a story about the Roman Emperor Hadrian, the one who built Hadrian's Wall between England and Scotland. And he was wandering around and he saw this guy planting trees. And he said, "How old are you?" And the guy said, "I'm 100." And the Roman emperor said, "Well, if you had done all this work earlier in life, you wouldn't have to be doing it now." And the man replied, "No, I did it when I was younger and I'm doing it now." And the emperor replied, "Well, you're never going to enjoy these trees that you're planting." And he simply said, "Look, if God wants me to enjoy these, I will. If God doesn't want me to enjoy them, they will be enjoyed by future generations. And that's okay with me." So that was pretty cool. And from the Science of Mind textbook, and by the way, my colleague, Reverend Lisa, is about to start reading through the Science of Mind textbook again. She's finishing off The Voice Celestial, that epic poem by Ernest Holmes and Fenwick Holmes. And then she's going to go back to the Science of Mind textbook. And she reads, of course, at 9:15-ish every morning. And Ernest Holmes on page 387, well into the book, says, "Life always reveals itself to us in terms of what we give it. In other words, it's reciprocal." And this is about, well, it starts off about New Zealand. Agricultural practices impact our planet in innumerable and sometimes unimaginable ways. In New Zealand, the Centre for Climate Action on Agricultural Emissions, and that's a mouthful, right, promotes sustainable farming. Their goals are to unite efforts to accelerate research and development and to create and provide new tools, technology, and practices to lessen on-farm emissions. And they want to get all these to farms and farmers faster. And this is Reverend David Goldberg. Today, each of us can plant metaphorical or literal seeds of change, knowing each small step contributes to a thriving earth. From the food on our plates to the clothes that we wear, agriculture touches every aspect of our lives. Unsustainable practices threaten ecosystems, and initiatives like the one in New Zealand that was mentioned above offer pathways to change. By prioritizing soil health, reducing emissions, and fostering biodiversity, we cultivate a sustainable future. And he asks, what seeds can you plant today? And he's talking about literal or metaphorical. In your garden, your community, or your habits. And you, as Jane Goodall suggests, and I'm sure you've heard of Jane Goodall, set aside one day a week to be a no-meat day, thereby lowering methane gases and reducing the amount of land set aside for domesticated cattle. Trust that even the smallest actions can grow into transformative change. Well, we're all different and we all think in different ways. When I was a kid, our group was Catholic, And at that time, not eating meat on Friday wasn't just for during Lent like it is here in the US now. It was every Friday throughout the whole year. So every single Friday, we had fish at home, or she made a cheese dish or something like that. So we had no meat every Friday. So that would not have been a big hardship. But I can't really comment on this because I don't eat meat. So it would not be a hardship for me. But I think the point is of this whole thing, let's see what bit we can do, to help our planet. And also, let's see what bit we can do to help our fellow human beings, because the two things kind of go together. So, as I said, I'm going to read other stuff this month because I think 30 days, it's April, 30 days of being preached to about the environment is probably too much. And if I see a reading that I think goes way over the top here or is getting too repetitive, I'm going to go back and read something else, either from the Science of Mind magazine or somewhere else. And as I said, I bought the book about Murphy, the Human Whisperer by Bob Lukin, and I could very well just one day just go back and read from there because it's kind of cool. And you never know, I might even read from something related to ancient aliens or something like that. So something different. So I personally think a change is as good as a rest. And when you get preached to for 30 days in a month, I think it's too much. So we've had 7 now. So look for some change tomorrow. How about that? Look for some change tomorrow. If there's a message in there, I think I might just give you a brief synopsis of it and then read something else. So, how about that? Tomorrow, hopefully 5 o'clock, I'm doing a mediation tomorrow afternoon. And with mediations, you never know how long they're going to last. And I will hang in there and so I can hopefully get a settlement, write a mediated settlement agreement, save the courts some time, help people on their way, help them in their future progress. Usually it's a divorce case or it's an argument over kids. So if you are a praying person, you might just hold for me that whatever the couple have been through, that they can have a brighter future, probably separately. So anyway, and that's about all I got apart from let's see what the affirmation is. Oh, yeah, you can take this affirmation in two different ways. You can take it physically and or metaphorically or both. I plant seeds of change that grow into a sustainable and abundant future. I plant seeds of change that grow into a sustainable and abundant future. So take that either way. Take it physically, mentally, metaphorically, whatever way you want to take it. So that's it for today. We had our service this morning at 11. Let me see. Creative Life Spiritual Center had its service at 11 o'clock today. And that will be on Creative Life Spiritual Center's Facebook page and also their YouTube channel. And Reverend Lisa recorded her morning talk on Creative Life Spiritual Center's Facebook page. And mine you can get on different my Facebook page, Prosperity Living's Facebook page, Creative Life Spiritual Center's Facebook page, Instagram, LinkedIn, and sometimes more than that. So that's about it. And I'll tell you what, I like warmer weather. So today, for me, it's been cold. I know for some people they say, "Wow, this is wonderful, this cold weather." Well, for me, it's been a little bit on the cold side, but I'm glad I got all my seeds and my plants planted and watered yesterday. Thank you, rain. It came down pretty good, so that was kind of cool. So I have finished rambling, and I am going to see you all tomorrow, hopefully.